Welcome to the podcast, Austin.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Can you share with us like a bit about who you are, your background, some of your hobbies?
Yeah, sure. So again, my name is Austin Harris. I'm from Texas originally. I've pretty much been in music most of my life. I started piano lessons when I was 4 years old. Been singing for a long time as well. Guess I wrote my first song maybe 7 or 8 years old. So yeah, all of it's been with me for a long time. Obviously, a lot of my hobbies are musical. I also like to play basketball. I like to play pool. I like to travel when I can. Just hang out with friends, depending on what's going on.
Cool. Is this your first episode, first podcast you've done before?
I think it is, as a matter of fact.
This is really exciting. I get to be the first one
Yeah,
to talk with you.
for sure.
Yeah. So you live in Texas. You were brought up in Texas and stuff. Whereabouts do you live now? You still there?
Yeah, Texas is still home. I'm just away at
Yeah.
school in Louisiana, but yeah,
You're in
still home.
Louisiana. Okay.
Mhm.
I understand that you've been a musician for a long time, like you just shared, like from 4 to 7 years old. That's quite a range, isn't
Yeah.
it? Do you wanna take us back to when you were like a 4-year-old? What was happening in your home?
Yeah, so you can blame my parents for that. They're both musicians, both music teachers. My dad suggested that my mom begin piano lessons with me. So my mom was my first piano teacher. We started right there in the living room. The rest is history. I took lessons with her for about 8 years, in addition to a music school in the area.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, from there, it just continued to blossom.
So you're in your living room with your mom doing lessons for 8 years. Can you explore a bit more of that dynamic? Like, how did she inspire you to do what you're doing today?
I'd say just from a general standpoint, piano is a good background for pretty much any type of musician you want to be. Gave me a good concept of harmony, theory, dexterity as far as playing. No matter whether I was going to be a singer, pianist, I don't know, violinist, organist, piano was a good foundation for me. Going back to the point I started to hit on earlier, this is around the time I found out I had perfect pitch. That's a fun fact about me. I
Amazing.
can't remember the exact story. She kind of figured it out just based on me being able to play a song in the exact same key, without any reference. So yeah, from there she was like, okay, yeah, he definitely has perfect pitch.
So your mom discovered that about you,
Yeah.
and she gave you a piece to play,
Mhm.
and you could figure it out like on the keyboards.
Mhm.
Is that right? How has that developed since that point?
Definitely over the years, my ear has gotten stronger, if I can say that. Like
Mm.
with, let's say, jazz harmony, for example, like really hearing really complex jazzy chords, being able to know what those are, the more that I am exposed to them, the better I get at being able to identify them and play them myself or use them myself.
Yeah, yeah. And I would love to explore more of your journey that you've been on and I guess understand a bit more of where you've come from. You said that your music started when you were 4 or 7. How did that develop into your teenage years?
Okay. Yeah. So from about 4 to 12, I studied with my mom. Then high school came, and by that point, you know, growing up, teenage years, puberty years, your interests kind of change. And it's not that I completely gave up piano, but and I guess part of it too was forced to do it. So I just took a little break from it. Was still playing, but not as much as I was before. Once I did get to high school, I did join choir. I'd sung in church choir as a kid, but that was my first school experience once I got to high school. And yeah, from there, I think that's when the love for music really began to develop. I did choir all
So
4 years of high school.
so you said that your love for music kind of developed when you're in high school.
Yeah.
You took a bit of a break there. What did you do at high school that made your love for music kind of become alive?
Yeah. So I guess choir was at the center of it. We did,
Who were the people that were involved in that?
yeah, mainly a lot of friends from high school. Yeah. So yeah, we would do concerts maybe twice a semester. We would go on trips every year. That was really fun. And I guess the big moment that really solidified it for me, every year we have a process to get into the all state choir. I first auditioned my 10th grade year, didn't make it, tried again in 11th grade, didn't make it. 12th grade, I went all the way. 4 rounds, made it all the way to the final round, and it was announced that I had made the all-state choir. So that was like the big the big moment for me. That's when I was really like, okay, I really love this thing. So let me pursue this in college and go from there.
So what did you do in college?
I decided to study music with a focus on vocal performance. Took voice lessons in addition to all the other standard requirements like music theory, music history. But yeah, vocal performance was my major. So voice lessons. I've sung in a few operas, choir, of course. So yeah, a lot of singing.
Yeah. And now you've developed that so much, you've actually recorded 3 albums, right? What albums have you recorded so far?
Yeah. So I've recorded 2 vocal albums. First one, Musical Reflections. The second one, Thankful. And I've recorded a piano album. That's my most recent album that came out last year. That's called Songs of Our Faith. But yeah,
I see, okay.
training from school definitely played a big part in all of those albums. I was a piano minor in addition to majoring in voice, so I had
Mm.
the foundation there too.
So you said that, you released Songs of Our Faith last year. Can you share with us about that and, like, what inspired you to create it?
It had been something I'd been thinking about doing for at least a couple years, I guess, coming off of the vocal album because that was a lot of fun. The second one came out 2 years before that. So yeah, it was just something kind of brewing in my mind. I guess it rooted from piano arrangements. I've done a lot of piano arrangements over the years. I like to
Mm.
reharmonize hymns and Negro spirituals, even gospel songs. So I guess this album was a way to take the cream of the crop, what I felt were my best, my strongest arrangements, and put them together in a way that I could share with the world.